smells good. Chicken and ram, da 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 da. Chicken and ram. Welcome to Asanka Delight. Today we're going to have a West Indian dish, curry chicken. Now this is my mother's best recipe as far as I'm concerned. Yes, I am Ghanaian. My dad is Ghanaian, but my mother's from Barbados, West Indies. And this was my favorite dish as a child. So of course, it's the thing that I had to learn to cook if I didn't learn to cook anything else. So we've got all of our ingredients here, and we're going to do a full spread with curry chicken. We're going to do sauteed carrots and apples with onions and coconut rice. That's the meal, and we are going to get started with just checking out our ingredients first. Now last night I marinated my chicken. I marinated it with curry powder, a little bit of garlic, black pepper, and onion because I like as well, just to sweeten it a bit. But today we're going to do our standard coconut rice. Welcome back to Asanka Delight. We are ready to get started. I'm going to begin with my sauce for my curry chicken. Now, you know that West Indians are actually transplants that were blended with, I always say that Ghanaians moved to Barbados and the Nigerians went to Jamaica because we're very much the same in temperament and the things that we love to eat. But there were Indians there from the East Indies, and so their influence is where we get curry and those things from in the diet. So we start with 2 cups of water to make our sauce, and then I'm going to crush up my seasoning, which I will add to the sauce. We want it to come to a boil so that it all blends together very well, to pour over the chicken when we start to simmer it. I love combining seasonings because the flavor, I like very flavorful food. So I'm always slimming in Ghana because everything here tempts me to eat. So we pour that in. Okay, next we add a dash of our red pepper. Just a dash. Because we like things hot and spicy around here, don't we? And then we add about 2 tablespoons of curry. Because we still want that curry flavor to just permeate our dish. And I'm always a little heavy-handed on the curry because I love curry. Now, some people don't like curry because they say it's edgy. Sometimes when you eat at the Indian restaurant, the curry seems a little sharp. But I'm going to show you a secret to soften the edge off of the curry and make it really delicious. And then we add a splash of Worcestershire sauce. Don't ask me what this is, but it works, okay? It just gives you just a nice little edge in the dish. It's just a kind of an invisible tang that's not irritable, but just right. You know, you always have to have a little yin with your yang, you know? Now, the other thing we add, last but not least, is the bay leaf. The bay leaf just gives it a nice aroma. Now, while that's simmering, I'm going to show you how to prepare our chicken. That's the secret of how we take the edge off the curry, even though we're making this lovely sauce. We're going to let that simmer for a little while. Okay? I can't wait. I'm getting hungry already. Oh, I forgot the time. Gotta have a little bit of time. About a teaspoon is what we put in, okay? That's the yang for the yang. Just gives it just a little bit more oomph. Okay, I think I finally exhausted all of the ingredients for the sauce. So now we're ready to move on to our favorite part, the chicken. We literally brown the chicken in the brown sugar. Okay? And I shake off all the onion and stuff because we're going to need that later. So we shake the onion off of the chicken just so there's just chicken. And we fry this. Let me turn this up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And we just brown the chicken. We're saving our onion for when we get back to simmering the chicken. So we don't want it overcooked. So we make sure we get it all. As I told you, we make our own coconut milk because it's just easy to, right? So, okay, I'll use this. Take a little bit of the husk off. And we will put some milk in the water in the blender. I call it milk, you call it water. Whichever. You just take this off. You know, sometimes I just do this and just drink. I keep it in the refrigerator. And sometimes you can add pineapple juice to it as well, as I mentioned before, and it's lovely. So make sure that you start thinking about making your own juices. That's all we do at my house. We just make our own juice. I don't buy the juices in the store. They're loaded with sugar. You know we're always slimming, right? Let's blend this and see what the consistency is. Okay, so I love rice cookers, don't you? They're perfect. You don't have to guess. You just turn it on and that's it. So next we'll do our rice. We'll do about, let's say we'll do 3 cups. We won't do them too thick because we want to saute them in a way where they still have a little bit of crunch when we're done. My dad is from Ghana, and they met when they were students in London, and I came along, and they went their separate ways, and my mother sent me to Barbados, and later she married an American, and we moved to America. And for a long time, I didn't know where my dad was. But my aunt was coming on a tour of Africa, and I said, perhaps you can find my dad while you're there. And my mom said, I just remember I used to write to his mother in Accra. That's all I know. So it was quite a miracle. It's smelling good. Makes me want to sing a song. Oh, it's smelling really good. It's coming along quite nicely. So we'll just leave that cooking. And now we will do our vegetables. So we will use a nice wok. I like the wok because it's heavy and it doesn't stick. We'll do some butter. Let's be generous with the butter. After all, it's vegetables. Make up for the calories. I've been back in Ghana now for about 4 years, and I love it. As a matter of fact, I think it was a destiny call. You know, we all have a destiny, and we really have to tap into it before all of our dreams can come true. It's just critical to have a sensitivity to the signs in life. I call it following where God's finger points. When the circumstances of your life start to shift and change, it's not the time to get excited. It's the time to grow very introspective and prayerful to find out which direction you should really be going in. You know, I was in the midst of the economic crisis in America and lost a lot of things. But in the midst of that, I just saw God pointing back to Ghana. And since I've arrived, I have to say that lots of important decision, and if you don't find the right person that complements your life, it can be more misery than pleasure. I believe that marriage has a purpose, not just for companionship, but really ultimately to fulfill a purpose together. And when you meet people and they really complement one another and their lives seem to be on the same course, it's a beautiful thing. They're happy, they're alive, they're vibrant. And that makes all the difference in the world, because at the end of the day, I don't think that the hole in our heart is a person-sized hole. I think it's a purpose-sized hole. That's why a lot of people get married and then a few years pass and they wake up and they look at their partner and say, you're not making me happy anymore. Well, guess what? That person wasn't supposed to make you happy. So we gave them the wrong job assignment. They're really supposed to complement your life call and purpose. So when we have the person, but we're still not in purpose, we'll find ourselves feeling empty and blaming the other person for our lack of joy. So let's just be very careful about that. So that's why I'm still looking. Anybody out there? What you want to look for is the color. When the color reaches brilliance and they're still just slightly crispy, that's when it's good. That means you haven't lost the nutrition. The color tells you that it's got a healthy glow, right? So we'll just keep this going until it's cooked, but not within an inch of its life. It should never be soggy. Your vegetable should never be soggy. If you decide to just do a sauteed spinach, it should be when it's that real brilliant green. That's when you take it off the stove. Sometimes you can even just steam it, and it's lovely. The vegetables are ready, so I'm going to take those off in a minute. I'm going to check on the chicken, and we'll be right back. Are you ready to taste it? And then I have two really exciting guests. I am so excited because, you know, you have to have special people drop by to have food. So, ooh, it's ready. It's flaky. I can smell the coconut. It's looking good. All right, now I would like to invite two very special people to my table. Dear friends, one is today's woman. You know I got to hang out with today's woman. Can't be yesterday's woman. It's got to be today's woman. Audrey Salome is joining me. I hope she likes my food. I don't want her sitting on her show saying I can't cook.
Hi, Michelle. What you cooking?
Hi. Come on in.
Hi.
You beautiful woman. I'm so glad you could join me.
My goodness.
Oh,
look at you.
I try, girl. You know, I'm still trying to get a husband, so I got to look cute and cook. They say that cooking is the way to a man's heart. It's the way to my heart anyway. I know
Indeed.
that.
And what you making?
I have made curry chicken because my mom's West Indian, and one of my favorite dishes is curry chicken.
Okay.
And coconut rice.
Fantastic.
And sauteed apples and carrots.
I came at the right time because I'm
you did.
famished.
Well, good. Let's eat. And then Peter, where's Peter? Peter is a dear friend of mine. Actually, he cooks better than me, but today it's my show. So he'll just have to come back and cook for you. Hi, Peter. He's an amazing cook, too. So let's sit down and eat.
Try. Great.
I'm going to put this here and bring the curry chicken.
Aroma.
Does smell good. I was like
So
hungry.
this is supposed to be Jamaican. Is it Jamaican curry or something?
Bajan. This is Bajan.
Bajan
Yes,
curry?
this is Bajan cooking here. My mom is a Bajan.
Okay.
So now in America they have this cute little prayer that they say, "Good food, good God, let's eat." That's it. So now I'm going to serve them, and let's see what. Well, you know, Peter's master chef too, so I'm scared of both of them, but we'll see what they think.
Okay. That's good. Thank
That's
you.
good. Okay.
Yes.
And let's see a leg and what else?
Haha.
She
Anything
knows
else?
it's the bits you like,
Ooh.
Lovely.
Jubbly.
I'm so glad I didn't eat today.
I am too. Maybe because you're so hungry, it'll just be delicious.
Yep.
I think it's delicious anyway, though, to be perfectly honest. There you go.
Now for yourself.
And now for myself. Now, I don't do a lot of carbs.
Oh, you don't?
No, I
And you were
don't.
busy feeding us the cousin.
Of course. Well, because you guys are slim already. I'm always slimming. I'm sorry.
So you do very few carbs, do
Yes,
you?
I do very few carbs.
Uh-huh.
I let myself have them in the middle of the day so that I can burn
Burn
them
it
off
off before the
evening.
night, yes. So you do a lot more of the veggies. And,
Yes, I
okay.
love veggies. My cook thinks I'm a little boring. First, all I really do is salad and protein.
And chicken.
Yeah. Well, dig in. Let's see what you
Well, we're
think.
waiting for you. Bon
You already
appetit.
said a grace, so
Yes, she has. I'm salivating. I can't wait.
oops. There you go.
What do you think?
Fantastic.
Whoa,
Fantastic.
that's lovely. I'm not a big fan of curry, but this is really good.
No, I'm not a saucy person. But this is fantastic.
Thank you. I was sharing with them that some people don't like curry because of the edge. But sometimes it's a bit sharp.
But you didn't just use curry because I've got a couple more spices in there.
Well, I use garlic and onion. I put a little bit of thyme, a little splash of Worcestershire sauce,
Okay.
red pepper.
Okay.
I love that word because you never can say it. Worcestershire. But anyway, the secret is browning the chicken with a little bit of brown sugar. It takes the edge off the curry. Well, we're so busy enjoying the food that we forgot about you. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope you got some tips for making your own curry chicken and delicious coconut rice. Experiment with your vegetables, but make sure you have some. And don't forget that every day is a day for you to fulfill your destiny and your purpose. Live joyfully, live well. And I hope I'll see you again soon.